So today we're going to be talking about the new game coming to the Division franchise, the Division Resurgence. And what I will tell you guys is the more I learn about this game, the more it has caught my attention. And I know for some of you guys, you're already writing it off because you guys say mobile games aren't for me. And I totally understand. If mobile games aren't your thing, well, this might not be your thing because you just don't like mobile games. But if you guys are on the fence and you really want to see where they can take the Division franchise, I think this game right here could definitely open up what the Division is to more people. And in the long run, it could bring more players to the Division. So let's talk a little bit more about what we learned about the Division Resurgence and why they decided to do it on mobile. And then I wanted to talk to you guys about something I found out about the builds, because I've noticed off this screenshot that they showed us, we can actually learn a lot from this. So we'll get into all that in this video. So let's talk about it. So the official website for the Division Resurgence is live, and that is where you guys can sign up for the closed alpha. That means you can try the game before it's even released. So if you guys are on the fence and unsure if this is something you even want to invest your time in, well, the closed alpha could be that place. And also, it's a great time to get feedback on what you don't and do like from this game. Now, for some of you guys might wonder, what is this game? What is it? Well, here is a brief overview of what the Division Resurgence is. The Division Resurgence is a free-to-play mobile third-person RPG shooter game developed by a core-led team at Ubisoft in collaboration with other studios and partners around the world. Now, just like the Division 1 and Division 2, this is an open world game, but with a new storyline, new villains, and new factions. Now, as a player, you will be plunged into an independent campaign from the Division 1 and the Division 2. So it's not the same campaign you have played in the past. Now, the biggest question so many people ask is why mobile? And they answer, our objective is bringing the Division universe to mobile is to enable more people worldwide to enjoy this open world experience whenever and wherever they want. We feel very lucky that the mobile market has evolved to the point where we can develop such an ambitious game. So for all of you guys thinking that we're just going to get some thrown together game and it's not going to be fun and exciting, well, get ready, because this game will shock you. They did emphasize that this is the Division, but just on mobile. It's a free to play at heart, but the game retains all the core gameplay mechanics that make up the foundations of Division games while adapting to the controls to handheld devices, making it easier than ever to keep on fighting. They emphasize gameplay session lengths have been adapted to gaming on the go to ensure optimal playing experience for all. The key ingredients that make a Division game are back, with added spice of meeting new characters, confronting new enemies and factions, and many more surprises to discover in the upcoming months. And now that we know more about why they decided to go with mobile, I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about this screenshot that they shared with us. Now, this gives us our first overview of what builds could look like in the new Division Resurgence game. And while I look at this, I noticed a lot of similarities from the first Division 1, which we're taking a look at right here. And if you look at it, you can notice a couple of the similarities to that screenshot that we just saw. The firearms, the stamina, the electronics, and even take a look at the mods. The way the mods are displayed on this look very similar to what we just saw from the Division 1. Now, what really stood out to me is how it's tracking your firearms, your stamina, your electronics, your DPS, your armor, your health. Something that is very similar to Division 1 versus what we see in Division 2, which you're seeing right here. Now, the biggest question I have is, will they follow the Division 2 route where they went with armor, or will they follow the Division 1 route where they went with stamina and there were no armor kits, but there were med kits? Which way will they go with this game? And if we look closely, we'll notice that we don't have a mask on, right? But we have a chest piece, a backpack, gloves, we have a holster, and we have knee pads. And we can look on the chest piece and you can see that we actually have 2 mod slots. We look at the backpack, we have 1 mod slot, the gloves have 1 mod slot, the holster has 2 mod slots, and the knee pads have 1 mod slot. So this actually is really cool, because what this means is that there could be a lot of build diversity in this game, a lot of different ways you guys could build in this game, making it a lot more fun because you could play the way you like playing. Now, something else that stood out to me is actually the mods on the weapons themselves. We can see we have a gold one and we have a blue one. Looks like we have a Vector and we have a Police M4. Now, if you look closely, it looks like there could be 5 attachments, but based on Division 1, where we had 4 attachments and then the final attachment was actually an appearance slot, I'm kind of thinking this might be an appearance slot. But if it goes based on how the Division 2 was, where you had the 4 squares were attachments and then the appearance slot was actually a circle, well, this means we could have 5 attachments. But most likely you have the muzzle, you have the underbarrel, you have the magazine, and you have the scope are the 4 attachments. The 5th one would be the appearance slot. Now, if this happens to be an additional attachment, well, I would assume it would be the stock, something that might help control recoil or give you some other type of benefits for running that attachment on the weapon. Now, if you look closely, you can see that we have 14 out of 100 items. On our equipment tab, we have 89 out of 300 mods, which is actually pretty crazy that you can actually carry that many mods on this character. You can see we have the items and we have resources. So there will be a ton of looting you can do in this game. Now, the bigger question is specializations, because it was mentioned that you can select specializations, which wasn't a thing in Division 1, but it was a thing in Division 2. And that what really has my attention. Well, what specializations will you be able to pick? Will there be all new specializations, or will it be specializations from the Division 2? I can't say that I did see the grenade launcher, so that would be the demolitionist from the Division on one of the characters. That I did notice, but I didn't see any of the other specializations, so I wonder if they kept some of them and they just redid some, or how would this work? We also got to see one of the bulwark shields, the big D3 shields, running with an assault rifle in one of the clips. It was actually really quick. So I'm definitely excited to see more about this game, and obviously I will be covering the main game, Division 2, when Division 2 Heartland. When Division Heartland comes out, I'll be covering that, and obviously once Division Resurgence comes out, I'll be covering that. So I will be covering everything. So if some of you guys are going to enjoy the mobile version, well, I'll be covering it. If some of you guys are sticking to only Division 2, I'll be covering it. And if some of you guys are sticking to Division Heartland, I'll be covering it. I will have all of that on this channel. So hopefully you guys are ready. I know I'm excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun to try different things and keep us busy when we're bored of maybe one and we wanna try something new. I need to know your honest opinion, guys, on do you guys at least plan on trying it? And if not, why not? If yes, just because it's free, well, let me know. I want to know in the comments, do you plan on trying it? Remember, it is a free to play game. So at the end of the day, it won't cost you anything to try it. Obviously, if you guys want to try it earlier, you guys can sign up for that closed beta. I believe you do have to sign an NDA, but you do get to try it before everyone else. And who knows, you might be hooked right off the bat. Well, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Appreciate the support, appreciate the love. I'll see you guys in the next one. But until then, hey, nothing but skills out. Take it easy, everybody.